New York. How's life in New York?
Life in New York is very fast paced.
Uh-huh.
There's always something to do. So if you're not careful, you can get sucked into the lifestyle and you have to pace yourself because there's always something to do. There's always someone who calling you saying, "Hey, let's go here. Oh, what are you doing this day? What are you doing this day? Let's go to this event." And so you have to be very mindful of your boundaries. Otherwise,
Are you an outdoor kind of person? Do you like going to parties and stuff?
no, I used to, not anymore.
Why?
I think just being in school grounds you because there's that pressure to perform. And so for me, I always have to put my schoolwork first before anything.
Because I'm thinking like, yes, you're mentioning that, but also like, it's one of those like cities where personal branding is huge.
It is, yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Because the more you put yourself out there, the more you network with people. Even
Yeah.
if once you're done with like maybe your degree,
Yeah.
you can actually give this person a call like, yo, I want to come and do this and this for maybe this basketball
Yeah.
team or
Yeah.
for this.
Yeah.
Because I'm guessing like that's where like your job
Yeah.
can lean towards if you want.
But you have to graduate.
Yeah, you
And
will.
So, I
You
will. I will.
You will. You will. You will.
I will,
Yeah.
yes.
Because I mean, I'm not guessing that you're waking up every single day knowing that you want to graduate.
But there's some days you kind of question like, oh, why is this so hard? I'm
You always have
tired."
those self-doubt moments.
Not always, but there's times when it gets really difficult,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because with research, it's not a linear path. Like, oh, you ask this question, you perform this experiment,
This
and you
is
get
the answer.
result.
Yeah.
No. You do this experiment and it goes wrong. You do this experiment and you find out someone else has already done that experiment. And then you're like, ah!
What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah. So there's some days you're in the lab and you're just done. You're finished. You feel like giving up.
Because I'm just thinking like even what you take and being in such a city like where
Yeah.
there's all these
Yeah.
TV shows being shot.
Yes.
Music, all these musicians that people
Yeah.
of course definitely see like
Yeah.
on TV,
Yeah.
here on radio and everything. That's where all these things are happening.
Yeah.
Okay, then how do you detach yourself from that, even though you're saying like, you just go to the lab?
Because those things will always
You
be
avoid?
there. No, New York. There's so many things in New York. All you have to do is just go on IG and search a hashtag,
And it's
and you'll find an event. Like, okay, let me plan. This weekend I have this exam, so I won't go. But next weekend I know this is coming up, and so I schedule for something that is close to my interest. Yeah.
but you're not like that random kind of person who would wake up like, let me go for this today. Let me go for this today. You don't look like you like a lot of mainstream media stuff that's happening out there.
No, not really.
No?
No.
So who are the people like, let's say, who influence you and what you do?
Online
Yeah, online.
in New York, or specifically, or anywhere
I'd
else.
say just people you admire in general.
So my favorite show, This Is S.
Who?
This Is S.
Who's that?
You know her. She's here.
She's Kenyan. I'm playing. I know this is S. Come on. I just, you know what? I need those full snippets. That's where I cut it. And then post it online. And then people wait to see this show. You see what I did there? It's called content creation.
See this? I'm learning. I don't know these things.
Yeah. Because I need that reaction. Like, yeah, I know S. She moved from YouTube to TV.
I
so
remember she
that's,
was on YouTube.
Yeah.
And then now she has her own TV show.
Yeah.
Even with Oni Joba. She works for Maybelline. She was even in New York one time. And it was like, I just saw her on Instagram and I messaged her. I was like, oh, hey, I'm in New York. I would love to meet you. And she said yes. And to me, the fact that she was so open just to come.
Just responded like, yeah.
And I was like, wow, I'm very impressed. And she's also doing her own like fitness journey. And so we talked about the things that she does, her career.
And you guys have a lot in common already. Like you're just physical and everything.
Yeah, and she has such a beautiful personality, so I admire her so much.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are okay. How about like